Hello everyone, welcome today. Hello everyone, welcome to day 360 of playing chess every day for a year. Let's find the game. So we get the black pieces against the 1300 here. They don't play, so let's find another one. Okay, so we get the white pieces here. I'll play e4. We get e5, so knight f3. Hoping for knight c6, and we get it, so we can play the Italian. Okay, so let's play c3. They develop. Now if I go here, it's held by 3 pieces. Takes. Hit the bishop, main line. So it takes. I can take with the pawn. Force the bishop to move, maybe into a check. Knight over. Makes sense. But now I have tactics like taking, and if the king takes, I have a check. The king has to move, and then my queen can come out. It just looks very dangerous for him. If I go here, the knight takes. What the knight take? I must have moves like takes, queen here, which attacks, has eyes on this, and then I jump like this and just have a very nice position. Takes, check. The king moves. I can bring my knight in. Yeah, I think I just keep things simple and take, and if they take, I go here. I don't think that was the best move from them. Now I have this. Attack the knight, keep pressure on this. They don't have any checks or anything. Yeah, I mean they have to leave. The knight looks almost trapped. Maybe they can go here, but then I go here. And if they choose to protect the pawn, I'd be able to push and just attack the knight. The knight has to move here. And then I can play like here maybe and tempo it again. I have checks, but then the queen blocks. But then I could take here. So that's really nice for me. And the rook is almost actually trapped already after this check. So I could go here, threaten mate already. The queen goes here. And then I can push, but they just take. I do prefer check, because if they block like this, well then I take here. If they block, I can take here. If they take here with a check, it does look very annoying for me to deal with, but it seems good. Knight blocks, takes, the rook goes here, and then I can just jump in. I don't think knight blocks was the best move. Takes, if the rook goes here, I can take here. Maybe I should double up. What I can also do now, I could just take here, because the pawn is pinned. If the rook takes, then I jump in. It could take. I don't like how the rook can come in, but then I take here, and if they took, I just play king over. The knight's also pinned now. Could play here, but then they go here. I don't like that. Let's probably just castle here. Though if I castle, I'm too late to attack this. Let's win the pawn here. If they go here, I go here, and when I jump my knight in, I'm threatening mate already. If we see rook here, I just take on h6. If we see rook here, then I have this. Also, if rook here, I just have bishop takes. Rook over, I mean I just take. If they want to take, I can jump in. Put a lot of pressure on this. This check would look very strong for me. If the rook came back, let's see if they take. I think jumping in is just a generally good move. Then bishop in would be very nice. I think knight in and queen up to attack the rook is a good idea. And also threaten mate, I mean, not attack the rook. They play like this, I can go here. Because if they take, I'm not really worried about that. I can go here and then jump in. So I can jump in now. Or I can go here first and then jump in. I think I go here first and then jump in after. They'd be able to push, but then I'd have moves like rook over. And also if rook to the corner, I just have bishop here. The rook takes, but now I have this move. Threatening mate, and I don't see how they'd protect it. Maybe by going king here, but they can't go king here. I don't know what they can do here. What do they play here? I'm not sure. Push just push just loses. I don't see what they play. It's a nice bishop move. I guess now I should just... Actually, they did have this bishop move, which I overlooked, but it's not that big of a deal. If I go... that's very annoying, actually. Now it takes. If the bishop takes, I don't have this. If I play king over, the rook has to move. Obviously I do have checks, and if they'd block, I'd be able to sacrifice the... So let's see this. Check if the rook blocks. I can try to remove the bishop right now, maybe. Takes the queen takes though. I don't think check is good because I also lose control of this. I should probably just take here, try to distract this bishop with this knight move. Push looks actually nice for them. Then I just drop back and I'm still up 2 pawns. My king is exposed, but it's not a problem right now. And if they allow me to somehow get my knight to this square, it would also be mate, so... Let's see. So my plan is bishop takes, I develop attacking the bishop, threatening almost a mate. If queen takes, maybe it's a problem for me. Then I'll just try to drop back. If queen takes, maybe I have a check, but then the rook comes in. They do play queen takes, I expected this. Because if I go here, they take the knight for free. If my knight goes here, I lose it as well. Check, they just block. But then I am protecting my knight. I can protect like this. Then they pick up this. If I go here, they just take. I can protect and then develop. I can also... My king's extremely weak. Could play this move, which is crazy looking. I have to protect the knight, probably with this bishop move. And then try to just develop the other knight and come in. My king's really weak. They can also take here for free. This is... no, it's not a check, luckily. My goal is knight c3, just... Oh wow, they actually go ahead and castle. I guess that's a good move. I'll still play this knight move. And so now knight here, I guess I'm threatening something like this. Rook here. My rook is really weak in the corner. I've just realized now. You could have moves like this to attack my rook, which would win this. This is really weak for them. Takes, I just take. I do have pressure, but it's not that good. Now I'm seeing that this rook is really weak. I hit the queen, maybe I can bring the rook here. If they took, I'd take. I guess maybe they have moves like this to attack this rook. Then I would have to maybe come to here, which looks really annoying for me. Now rook to d1 is a threat, so maybe if they go here, I go here. If they took, I take. Now here, if the rook takes, I can take. And I also have powerful checks. I do have checks, no, not the moment, but now here takes, I have pressure on this. If I jump in, that doesn't work. If I go here, I do like the idea of coming here, with having 2 knights in the center. I will just play rook d1 though, and hang this check, which is actually made. Wow. That's really annoying. Let's look at this game. Yes, I was completely dominating, but I just did not play properly. That's a mistake already because I have b4 instead of d4. That's a blunder because I just take. And I guess this is the move. And the knight's actually trapped. Trapping the knight with this move. This is a miss because of this. So here, I trapped the knight very early in the game. I missed him. This is still good though. If they go here, I have a check. And I pick up this pawn. And 2 pawns actually. This isn't the best. This is actually a mistake. If I just play here. And I'm attacking a pawn already. This is the best move. Taking is a blunder. Because the queen takes and they develop. I have this. They take. Obviously I hang mid in one move. So here I'm already doing much better. Honestly, this is +3. I thought this was much better for me, especially after this queen move. I thought this looks really tough to stop. But I guess they just develop. Maybe I could have played like this. Actually, attacking the rook is best. Let's just play a second game here, I think. And this time as black. And d4, so let's play d5. They play the queen's pawn, I can just play knight to f6. Maybe I should play for the center though, like this. Okay, they attack me, I can just defend like this. They take, I can take with the queen or the pawn. The active queen looks good. Let's take. Temper my queen, I guess I can just go here and pin the knight. And maybe try to attack it somehow. If they unpin themselves, I guess that's annoying for my position. Maybe I should slide here, keeping pressure on this. But then they play here, which is annoying. I do have this diagonal. Could always just slide back. Doesn't seem that bad. I can develop my bishop. I can pin now. They break the pin. I can maybe go here. Could jump in. I don't see the point though. Could play it like this, and if they took, I could take, then take. I can also double up and then play this. I do like doubling up here. And then playing e5 very aggressively. I mean, now takes. I can still play e5, I think. I mean, it takes. If not, I can go here maybe. But let's go ahead and play like this. Now here, if they take, I take here with a check. They recapture and I can capture with the tempo, so that looks good. If they push, I take. They take, I have a check, takes with the tempo on the bishop. Bishop takes, I take. And this is pinned to the queen. Now they push, I can take, and if the knight takes, no, I can't take actually. They have 2 pieces. One of them could take my queen. Like I just said, that's a nice knight move, but it does give me a check, which I then, if they block, check if blocks, I could then take and take, so they have to block, and then I can go ahead and take, and if they take, I take with the queen. Oh sorry, I take with the rook. And tempo the queen. The queen moves, giving me a check. Maybe I take with the knight actually, and just go for discovered checks on the king, on the queen. Let's take like this. If they go here, I have this. No, but then they take, so that doesn't work. But I could have this. They castle. That feels like a blunder because of moves like this. Well, it takes, then the queen takes, I guess. I don't have anything here. I do have. I wish this worked, but the queen always takes. Yeah, I'd love to play this, but then they just go here. Then I can maybe double up. I'm not sure. Could add pressure to this with this move, but then they kick my queen. This also attacks the queen, which looks good. They have to protect probably. I think taking looks so good, but the queen just takes. And I have nothing there. If I go here, they can just take the knight. I'd love to go here with the knight. With the discovery on the queen. I can't play here. Oh, no. Could go back. That doesn't make any sense. Just taking, the queen takes. No good moves. I could play like this and try to pin this. I guess it's just a developing move. If I play like this, probably just protect my knight and develop the bishop at the same time. Let's go like this. This is not hanging actually. If they play here, well then I just have takes. It's a very nice move, forcing the queen trade. They lose all the pressure that they had on me. Takes, I can take here at least and damage their structure, which is very nice. Probably just moving my bishop is the best move. Could go this way, but then they take. Think I just could move to the center of the board, where they can't really target my bishop at all. Then they can pin me. So let's just go here in the castle. I'm up a pawn and they have a weak king. So I guess I get to damage their structure. That move seems okay, but I have this and there's nothing there. They do pin me, let's just break the pin. If they go here, I just kick. Nice move, I guess. I can't really castle now, and they can take and damage my structure as well. Let's kick. If they take, I take. I have to take like this, and I guess I have this. Check, which looks good. And then my rook can come in. King to the corner. It can't really stop me from... Well, now I can unpin myself and try to... I guess doubling the rooks here would be very nice. My bishop being able to cut their king off is just amazing for me. Let's play rook g8 and maybe just rook lift up. Seems good. This move looks annoying, but I just protect. Yeah, that does look annoying. I guess I just protect it. And then I could slide my king over and I'd be attacking the knight. So king f8, I'm then attacking the knight, so they have to be careful. That doesn't really attack anything. Maybe they want to go here. But now after this... Oh wow, I just blundered a fork. Really? They take, I mean, the knight is not escaping. Actually, it can technically escape. I could play here and then allow them this. Losing the bishop for the knight is probably not the best play. I want to still go here. Then they go here. I mean, I have to play like this. I don't have a choice. Just some bad blunders here. Now after this, I'd be able to play like this. But after rook here, how do they protect the knight? And check looks nice, but... Oh, check actually lets them take here. Wow. And I have to go to the corner and allow that. Wow. That's just bad for me. I don't even have any discoveries winning the rook. I can't play here, and then they take. If I go here, I attack the knight, I protect my rook. I guess they just take and then give me a check, mate. So this is actually mate. I can't move. Here they just take. Really bad position. Terrible position actually. Don't have any moves that look good. They can probably just even give a check and just simplify that into a winning endgame. I don't know what to play. Let's just play here. Let's just let them take and checkmate. I think I was losing anyway. Let's look at this game. Obviously rook J8's mate. Well, if they don't play, I'll be shocked. Oh wow, they don't play it. Which lets me go here, but then they push and it's still mate. Now I can escape though. But after... Okay, I don't see what they're trying to do. Because now I can actually escape. And king up, I can play here, cut the king off. Or even here, cut the king off and try to maybe take long term. Let's actually push fast though. Also this... I was about to say this looks like a skewer. But they always just protect. I can't go here. And keep the knight under pressure. If they play this, well then I can just go all the way back. Or even just here and attack the pawn. Yeah, they take, I can't really take. I'll just play king in. I'm just completely lost anyway. It's probably most accurate to just push. They allow me to take. Check, I can probably just go back. Knight over. It does allow me this. I can also play like this. Well, I can technically push. And after check I can just move. They just move. Now I can go here and protect. That's the only good move. I mean check I just take. The knight takes the rook would take. Let's just attack the knight. I do have a pass pawn of my own, which looks interesting. I mean check, I just attack the knight. Knight back, I just drop back. That actually forces me to take. Let's resign here. Let's look at this game as well. They played an 84.3, I played the 79.5. I was slightly better, but I made a massive blunder. Let's look at this game. This is all okay. E5 is actually the best move. Takes. Knight takes is best, they castle. Best move is just bishop up, slowly protecting myself and trying to castle. That's a bad move because I damage their structure and just go back. Push is a mistake, I'm supposed to play king up actually and run my king the other way. Breaking the pin. Because I have to damage my structure. Now we have symmetry here, which is bad for me. Rook over is good. Rook up is actually best. Because if they took, I'd play rook here and just try to win this pawn. And that'd actually be unstoppable. Let's say rook here and they took, I'd have this. If king here I have, well I don't have a check. But I am completely winning. Why is that? They actually have to give up the knight after rook back here. Where can the knight go? The knight is trapped. Knight's actually trapped, which is crazy. The best move is... yeah, it's just trapped, so that'll be good. This is a blunder because of the fork, obviously. So that's the blunder. Minus 5.3 from one move. Obviously terrible. And here's actually mate in 2. Takes, and rook here. Which they miss, which is crazy. But then I'm just completely lost in the end game. There's nothing I can do to win. And I also end up losing my bishop, so... yeah, this is actually equal position. But I allowed them a fork. What I had to do was just play rook over and actually allow this. And this is a fairly even position, I guess. Fairly equal. can probably play rook g5 and try to come in. I allowed him a fork and that loses the game. But that's it for today's games. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you tomorrow.